Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns, a host of that show called Sports Plus Life. That there sports podcast where we talk about all the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. And I would like to wish everybody a happy new year. We're just about 4 hours and 15 minutes away from 2024. Definite shout outs go to Two Tough Sports on that Madden Gaming League that is being broadcasted live on Twitch. And speaking of which, this post-game show and going forward, Sports Plus Life will now be broadcasted on Twitch as well. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And this is the Week 18 post-game recap. And if you see on the screen also is my brother, Mark Brooks, a.k.a. Big C. What it do, homie?
What's going on?
What a day, man. Crappy New Year when it comes to football. I'm saying Happy New Year to all my Facebook and YouTube fan, but crappy New Year as far as the NFL for the L, bro. But how you doing?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Chilling, huh? Chilling.
Yeah.
You said they shooting already, huh?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I do wish you was over here. I wish when we wrap up you come over here, but I get it. But yeah, man. You know I'm gonna cook some of that famous yard bird that you love, bro. Hey, tell the people how my fried chicken is, bro. Go ahead, just tell them how the fried chicken is.
Oh yeah, it's real deep. It's real good. It's real good.
Definitely. So let's get to it. Week 17 review. I guess you weren't on here Friday, but we did talk a little bit about the Cleveland Browns game. I mean, since if we're gonna, recap what we've seen since, thus far.
Uh-huh.
Cleveland versus the New York Jets. The Browns look great. They have officially clinched a playoff spot.
Ain't that something?
I believe the Cleveland Browns are going to be hell to deal with. Whoever they play, I believe they're going to be hell to deal with. They're not scared of the Baltimore Ravens. And the Ravens, for all accounts, for the way that Baltimore looked today, everybody should be scared of them motherfuckers.
I know it got people ducking the podcast. They so goddamn scared.
Uh-oh. Shots fired. Hey, look, man. A Boogie said he gonna be in church, man. He giving Jesus the glory, man. I'm not gonna troll that, bro.
I'm just fucking with him. My team lost. I got to get on this bitch. I feel like they need to too.
Well, look, everybody team lost today, and even though my team won, my team lost because we've been eliminated. But the Cleveland Browns, I believe, are going to be hell to deal with because Joe Flacco playing like a young Raven, ain't he, bruh? Big C.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I got a notification. Yeah, he always. That's what I'm saying. He playing like he used to play. You're right. So playing like a young Raven. Yeah, he won't never a bad quarterback. He just this team could draft Lamar Jackson. Lamar failed. He failed to like 20-something?
He was the last pick of the first round.
Yeah, he failed so far that they had to take him. And the rest is history. I mean, and that's what make him dangerous because he don't give a shit. He was what, on his mama couch, he said, which I don't think
he was on his couch, man.
Yeah. He about to say he that's what makes him dangerous because he probably don't give a fuck. He's like, fuck it, let me just air it out. Like
I'm getting Facebook comments from Keese. I sent you a link, Keese. Don't sit here and say we lost to the Cardinals and put it on the chat. Nah, nigga. Bring your ass on here.
No, y'all lost to who? Come tell us more. Come explain.
I mean, yeah, we got to take the good with the bad, homie.
Yeah.
We got to take the good with the bad. We can't, pump our chest up when we win and then disappear when we lose.
Mm-hmm.
And don't give me the whole, well, it's New Year's Eve because if you got time to post a comment, you can come on here. You can give me a couple minutes of your time.
Because best believe if Dallas would have lost, and y'all would have beat them, y'all niggas would have been front and center. And I said what I said when I said
That's true. That's true. Now, speaking of which, let's get into that Cowboys-Detroit Lions game. The Dallas Cowboys defeated the Detroit Lions 22-19 in a very highly committed. That game had a playoff atmosphere game. Now, look, let me speak on this first, sir. You guys, anybody, particularly people on Facebook, look at me as a Cowboys troll. I don't give a fuck. I'll take it. Fine, I'll be a Cowboys troll. Yes, Rob, we know. Oh, that's right, Rob. You are a Ravens fan. Okay, I got you, homie. I got you. We'll get there. Just stay tuned in. We'll get there. But I'll take the Cowboys troll. Now, the Cowboys won the game. The referees helped you out. Not only did the referees help you out, Dan Campbell helped you out.
How did Dan Campbell help him out?
Dan Campbell helped him out by bad decision making.
Okay.
Because mind you, and this gets on my nerves so bad now with NFL coaches. I promise you, if I were an owner in the NFL and I had a coach like Brandon, it's like Brandon's like the Brandon Staley ignorance has become an epidemic with NFL coaches. Why do you leave points on the board when it comes to fourth down? Look, unless you are the Philadelphia Eagles and you have 4th and 1, then fine, I can understand that. But if you have more than that, like it was point in that game, it was 7-3 Dallas. The Lions had 4th and goal from the 5, and you kick the field goal, you make it 7-6. I understand Dan Campbell's aggressive because on that exact same drive, they faked the punt on 4th down in their own territory. I get it because their offense looked out of sync and needed a spark. But when you pass on points, you go for it on 4th down at the 5-yard line. Why has it all of a sudden become against the law to kick field goals?
Well,
and me and Tony talked about this. Hold on, Calvin. Me and Tony talked about this because Tony says, well, the NFL wants more points. The final score of that game was 20-19. Big whoop. It wasn't no shootout. And then on top of that, when you score the touch, if you kick the field goal, you score the touchdown at the end of the game, you don't need to go for 2, which I thought was dumb anyway. Because Detroit's defense played well enough to where it's not like this was a 41-38 game where, the last team with the ball is going to win. It was like I said, the final score was 20-19. Detroit's defense had played well enough to where Dan Campbell, you kick the extra point, you go into overtime, you see what happens. But even with them converting that extra point, and they got screwed. The Detroit Lions got screwed by the referee. And it's like, look, you got Cowboys hating, whatever. I'm not crying over spilled milk. I'm telling you what the video showed. The video showed the 2 offensive linemen clearly walking to the referee to tell them that they are going to be eligible receivers. But somehow, some way, you said ineligible, illegal touching by Taylor Decker, the lineman, who walked up to you and told you he was an eligible motherfucking receiver. If the referee didn't hear him, that's his fault. And I'm telling you, next year when they have a competition committee meeting, I guarantee you're going to have some people saying, at least within the last 2 minutes, everything should be reviewable. Even the goddamn huddle, because the Detroit Lions got screwed. But even with that, you get the penalty against you. Okay, you move back to 7. You move back to 2-point conversion from the 7. Why are you going for it? Then you get the Dallas offside penalty. You go for it again from the 4-yard line. Why are you going for it? Kick the extra point. Give your team a chance. Kick the extra point. I'm so sick and tired of seeing teams leave points on the field because of some stupid ass, bitch ass analytics. Now, I don't believe analytics matters to Dan Campbell, but too many coaches, it does matter. And the Cowboys, they escape with one. What's your take on that game?
Well, first of all, if I'm gonna just straight backtrack, the competition committee that'll never be reviewable because of the stuff the refs do will never be revealed. That part will never be reviewable because it'll just open too much of a can of worms. Now, when you talking about it was stupid, it was bad play calling on Dan Campbell. That team been aggressive all year. If it worked, that's the thing about these Dallas games. If it worked, it'd be like, oh, he's so mastermind. You know what I'm saying? He's just aggressive and it worked, and yeah, fuck them and all that, but it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? They want bad play calling. It's easy to say it's bad play calling because it didn't work. You know?
Oh no, I think go ahead. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's like if you saying that it was bad play calling, and you know what I'm saying, I mean, be honest with you, I cut the shit off. I thought Dallas had won anyway. You know what I'm saying? I had cut the shit off. I was doing something else, but you know what I'm saying. As far as like the convergence and the fourth down, they've been fighting like that all year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as far as I understand, the Lions been playing like that all year. For real. And be honest with you, one of the reasons why I kind of knew Dallas was gonna win, once Jerry Jones gave Jimmy Johnson his flowers in front of all them people, it's like that curse has been lifted. They might go to the fucking Super Bowl now. Whatever hex was on them for the 30 years, because he would not get that man his flowers. He would not. He has done it now. Them people probably go all the way. For real. So that's my take.
Well, when I understand what you're saying as far as we praise Dan Campbell when it works, and that's them. I'm more conservative, especially if it doesn't make sense. Like, I look at situational football, and I understand Dan Campbell is aggressive. Situational football. Look, the 2-point conversion could have worked, and the Lions could have won. I would be on here laughing my ass off. You know I would. But I would have still said, I wouldn't have done it. I still would have seen that as a stupid-ass play call. I mean, it worked. I mean, I understood the fourth down fake punt because the Lions' offense was out of sync. They really were.
So did they get the fourth down punt? Did they get it?
They got it. This was the same. Yeah, they got it. But I'm just leaving points on the field, and it comes back to bite you in the ass. And it just doesn't make sense. Like, when the hell did it become illegal to take the points?
And I don't think that as far as the league want more points. Of course they do, but they're not saying, listen, you better not kick that field goal.
Well, bro, that's literally how the Chiefs won today. Literally. You look at the score 25-17, the Chiefs literally kicked like 6 field goals to win the fucking game. It's not against the law to take the points. It's cost teams games. It's cost coaches jobs. And rightfully so. Bro, let me tell you something. If I was an owner of an NFL team and I did an interview for a head coach, I would let the candidate know beforehand, if you mention analytics in this interview, I will have a security escort your motherfucking ass to the door. If during the game you leave points on the field when it's unnecessary to leave points on the field, I will come down from my booth and fire you on the fucking spot.
And you know who your coach would be by after all is said?
I don't give a fuck. It might be a high school coach. I could give a shit.
It'd be Wade Phillips.
I could give a shit. I could give a shit. I could give a shit. I will tell a coach, I will make you the highest paid coach in the league, but you better not be stupid. Situational football matters.
It do, but once as an owner, once you start coaching, what you need me for?
Well, fine. I'll be the motherfucking coach.
Oh, okay.
I mean, look, hell, that saves me a check.
I know that's right.
That saves me a check because that's me. That's just me. I cannot tolerate stupidity. There's a difference between being aggressive and being stupid. In different parts of that game, Dan Campbell was aggressive. In other parts, he was stupid.
That's my point, though. It's only stupid. If it works, it's stupid. If it works, it's aggressive. If it don't, it's stupid.
No, but see, if he had not have converted that punt, I would have understood it because Detroit's offense was out of sync. I get it. I totally understand.
So you don't think you don't think a fake punt is you don't think a fake punt is less risky than?
It's not less risky, but the defense has or the special teams has less of a chance to see that coming, because running a fake punt still isn't common. Going for it on fourth down has become common now. And the NFL, like the Bengals, when the Bengals was up 17-13 in the second half, and you got fourth and goal, we had third and goal from the 1. You run the ball with Mixon, you lose 1.5 yards. If you take the points, you're up 20-13. Game looks totally different. But no, I want to go for it on fourth down from the 2.5 yard line.
Right.
Why?
So if he kicked the field goal and go up 20-13, you said 20-13?
Yes, 20-13.
Kick the field goal 20-13. Is this the same offense you said that just couldn't get it together?
No, because remember, the Bengals were up at one point, 17-7.
Oh, you talking about the Bengals? I thought you were talking about the Lions.
No. I was just giving an example of aggressive versus stupidity.
Okay, cool. Because see, I think my point is, you said that the Lions, their offense was just out of sync, and then once they got to the red zone, which I'm pretty sure from if you out of sync, you're not getting in the red zone that often, right? So
they didn't. I mean, the Lions only scored 19 points.
So probably his thinking was that we didn't came this far. We might not never get back down this far because what was the score when he went for 2? Before they went for 2, what was the score? Before that ball was snapped, what was the score?
20-19.
20-19, and they have 19.
Detroit had 19. Yes.
Okay. So yes, they get the lead, so they thinking they get the lead. Dallas can march back down the field and kick a field goal.
Well, it was 23 seconds left.
Still.
I mean, no, I get it. In today's NFL,
23 seconds left in the whole game?
Wait a minute. Are you talking about when they went for it on fourth down, when they went for it on fourth down and didn't convert, or are you talking about the 2-point conversion?
You talking about a 2-point conversion. I ain't got to the fourth down yet. The
fourth down came in the second quarter.
Hey, the fourth down, is that the fake punt, or they just up and went for fourth?
No. The fake punt came on the same drive that they went for it on fourth and goal from the 5 and didn't get it.
Okay.
The fake punt came earlier that drive.
Okay, what was the score? 4th and 5 from the 5, 4th and goal from the 5. What was the score?
7-3, Dallas.
So yeah, I can see why they went for it. That won't outrageous. You know what I'm saying?
But again, I look. I mean, I get it wasn't outrageous, but at the same time, you're leaving points on the board that came back to bite you in the ass. If you kick the field goal and make it 7-6, when you score that touchdown at the end of the game, you don't need to go for 2 because you have the lead. You don't need to go for 2. It's not necessary. And even then, you're choosing to go for 2 instead of kicking an extra point to send the game for overtime. You're going for broke. Okay, I get it. Ballsy call. Whether it worked or if it didn't work, if it worked or if it didn't work, I would have thought it was a dumb call, and it just happened it didn't work, which now it really extenuates my point. Because I'm looking at situational football. Bro, you're the Detroit Lions. You had a chance to possibly be the number 1 seed. You had first crack at it because this game was Saturday night. Then on top of that, with the results of today with Philly losing, means that potentially you may have to go back to Dallas in a playoff game when even if the Lions didn't finish first, you had the head-to-head tiebreak, they would have had to come to Detroit.
So I just think that you may be a little excited because Dallas won.
No, it's not even the fact that Dallas. Look, bro, when it comes to the prediction league, I picked Dallas to win the game. Okay. I picked Dallas to win.
I get that. I understand that. I get that. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, the way you break it down as far as like the pick, he gambled and he kept gambling. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. So when you start aggressive, you gotta you kind of gotta stay aggressive. You can't get passive all of a sudden.
Well, I just hope that when in the playoffs, because Detroit's in the playoffs, they're gonna have a home game. I just hope that they don't play that dumb in the playoffs.
Because
I understand aggressiveness. I just hope. Let's put it this way. I just hope they don't leave points on the field in the playoffs.
Yeah, so they record the same. They record the same right now. And
yeah, 11-5.
If their record stays the same next week, they will be the number 3, and Dallas will be number 2.
Yep.
Okay. They wouldn't play each other till
second. It would be the second round. If they both win their first round games, they would play in the second round.
Okay, but because if 2, they could play, but then again they couldn't, depending on who win and who lose.
Well, let's put it this way. Let's say because Detroit's locked into the number 3.
They locked in number 3.
They're locked in the number 3. Well, no, let me take that back because let's say Dallas and the Eagles lose. Let's say next week Philadelphia and Dallas lose and Detroit wins. Detroit could go up to number 2.
Number 2.
But being the fact that the Lions, we don't know we don't know what time the games are. Detroit may not have anything to play for. You know, Detroit may not have anything to play. It'd actually been easier. It'd have been easier had the Eagles won. If the Eagles had won, it'd have been easier because like now, yeah, okay, you gonna lock, you locked in the number, you locked in the number 3. But yeah, there's a possibility that Detroit could get number 2, but it would take Philly and Dallas losses, and then they would have to win. Like I said, they may not have much to play for. They're going to be scored. I guarantee you that Detroit is going to be scoreboard watching while they're playing that game to see how long they keep their starters in. Like let's say Detroit, Philadelphia, and Dallas all play at 4:00 because that's what the NFL like to do. They like to milk it to the last second of the last week. No, I'm serious, bro. Let's say that happens. And by the third quarter, Dallas or Philadelphia or Dallas and Philadelphia both have comfortable leads in their game. Well, Detroit's going to snatch their starters out. Now, if for whatever reason Philly and Dallas are losing or in tight games, and Detroit, hey, why not? Because let's say if Minnesota wins tonight, and that's who Detroit plays next week, if Minnesota wins tonight, they're still going to be fighting for a wild card spot. Seattle lost.
Who they lost to?
They lost to Pittsburgh.
Did I pick Pittsburgh?
You did.
Mike, my buddy.
But anyway, let's move on to Sunday's games, okay? Every game this Sunday had a hint of playoff interest in it. I'm not getting my words right. Hey, look, I've been drinking. It's New Year's Eve. Every game this week had some type of playoff positioning to it. I'll start in the NFC. The Chicago Bears defeated the Atlanta Falcons 37-17. Justin Fields threw for 268 yards. Khalil Herbert ran for 124. DJ Moore caught for 159. Quiet as it's kept, the Chicago Bears have had an outstanding second half of the season, and it has saved Matt Eberflus's job. It's been announced that Matt Eberflus more than likely keeps his job because the Bears are now, 7-9? After a horrible start. When we were thinking, when are they going to fire their coach?
Yeah, we think they can get Caleb Williams.
Yeah, and Justin Fields is going to be gone. Blah 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 blah. Justin Fields has ended up having a very respectable season, and in the during the process. Now, mind you, it was snowing in Chicago, so a dome team and the Falcons had to play in the elements. Whatever, it's football, but the Falcons have been eliminated. The Atlanta Falcons have been eliminated. The Chicago Bears also been eliminated, but I mean, good. You know that if you look at things, you kind of can look at things from a Detroit Lions kind of view, last year when the Lions started off 1-7 and ended the season 9-8, Chicago, Denver, the Raiders, they can look at things like that to see if they can carry it over to the next season. Next game, the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Colts defeated the Raiders 23-20. Jonathan Taylor scored a touchdown, ran for 96 yards. Aiden O'Connell and Devontae Adams had days, but it wasn't enough. As the Raiders were eliminated, the Colts still right now sit in the final wild card spot at 9-7. And I'm sorry, Calvin, forgive me. What was your takeaway from the Bears and the Falcons first?
Loved every minute of it. God bless. No, they just seem like the Falcons. They seem like they they'll say some teams are just a piece away. They are a staff and a couple of pieces away from doing something real. Like they got talent in the right places, but it just don't. You know what I'm saying? I kind of knew they was gonna lose that game because they would the Bears have been rocking and roll. They've been gelling. They've been coming on as of late.
Yeah, they have.
So it is what it is with that. That's all I got. Fuck them.
All right. Well, the Raiders and the Colts. How about that game?
The Raiders and the Colts. Did I pick Shane Falco?
Did you pick Shane Falco? Hold on. No, you picked Aiden O'Connell.
I picked the fucking Raiders and they lost. See, that's bitch shit. That's that shit, man. Every time I try, I'm not picking no more of them games, man. Next year, if that dude on the team, I ain't picking them because it seems like every time you pick them to win, they lose, and vice versa.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I think we all got caught up on that Christmas Day game, bro, when the Raiders beat the Chiefs in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
We got caught up, but next game, the Buffalo Bills needed to win and have the Dolphins lose to keep their playoff hopes alive. Divisional games are always tough. They defeated the New England Patriots, who came to play, but they defeated them 27-21. What's your takeaway from the Bills improving to 10-6?
They had tried to give us every opportunity to write them off, and they just kept battling back. And they quietly, they've beaten some of the best teams in the right times, and they, even though they had whatever they got going on, and it can't be. It should be. What's the word? You got to give them their props for that shit.
Absolutely.
You got to give them their props. You got to give Sean McDermott and them boys props for this shit because it looked like they was trying to do a cartwheel like the Chiefs been trying to do. You know what I'm saying? They flipping first, but they got back on point. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't. What's their record compared to the Miami?
I was just getting ready to go into that. The Buffalo Bills kept their division championship hopes alive because going to the next game, the heavyweight fight that we talked about on Tuesday, particularly Tuesday, was a mismatch. Boy, did the Ravens beat the shit out of the Miami Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins got thumped 56-19. And you know what? I think Lamar Jackson sold up MVP with this game. Just being real. He had 5 touchdowns. He had 321 yards passing, 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns. And I was talking to Aaron during the game. I said, "How's it feel, motherfucker?"
You hit him with the Eddie Kane. How's it feel to be me?
How's it feel to be me?
He went to that, I heard.
He said that Dolphins got beat so bad, Aaron had to go to Jesus tonight. You know, He said, I mean, and when I tell you, when I call Aaron was mad, boy. He was mad. He was like, fuck the Dolphins. He's like, fuck McDaniels, fire him, take Tua with you. I said, bro, shut up. I said, shut up. I said, because if you beat the Bills next week, you got the number 2 seed. Shut up. He said, well, what is 56 points? That's like a high school score. I said, I don't want to hear that shit from you.
Yeah, from you. Then you just beat on the Broncos 70 points. You scored.
Yeah, I said, you talking to a Broncos fan, Mr. 70 points. I said, how's it feel, motherfucker?
It's funny how big of a contrast we are from that week and now with everybody team. Except mine, we still struggling.
Nigga, shut up. Shut up.
You saw what happened.
I saw, but you know what? I'd like your chances to make the playoffs. We'll get there. What's your takeaway from the Ravens? I mean, they just beat down the Niners on Christmas.
Ain't no takeaway from that. They got their teeth knocked in on New Year's Eve. That's all it is. I don't know if they think they already got I just seen a podcast and players they were NBA players, but NFL players probably do it too. They mind elsewhere. Like, I already got the table reserved. I already got the this, the that. You know what I'm saying? And you had a big bad motherfucker coming in the well, y'all went over there, but I don't know. I for y'all sake, y'all better hope y'all just were distracted. I hate for y'all to play like that and y'all locked in.
Well, let's put it this way. The NFL gets what they want because there's been no scheduled time to any of these games for next week. But I think it's safe to say that that Buffalo and Miami will be Sunday Night Football.
It need to be.
The Ravens have nothing to play for next week. They play Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has a chance to get in the playoffs. I could see Lamar Jackson maybe playing the first half and then they hand it over to Tyler Huntley because the Ravens have locked up everything. They locked up their division and the first round and the number 1 seed in one game.
Mm-hmm. They locked it up, locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded.
They've been playing like that all. This might, shoot. I don't know, man. They play kind of scary, boy. It's one thing to beat a team like that. But it's another thing to beat a team like that.
Right.
They've done that twice this year. They have done it to the 40.
Oh, they've done it more than twice. They did it.
Go ahead.
They did it to the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
They did it to the Seahawks. They did it to the 49ers in San Francisco. And they just did it to Miami. To me in the AFC right now, there's only one team that is not intimidated and will not fear the Ravens at all. That's Cleveland.
Browns.
It's Cleveland. That's it.
That's the Browns.
That's it. That's it. The Cleveland Browns will walk into to Ravens Stadium playing Ghostbusters music.
Nah, well, which one? I hope it's the Bobby Brown Jane.
The Bobby Brown version.
Oh, we got to take control.
Yeah, that's the only team because I just pray to God, since Kansas City won the division, I pray to God that Kansas City gets Buffalo in the first round. I really do. But if that happens and Buffalo wins, or let's assume that Miami would beat whoever the 7th seed is, and we don't know who that is yet. But that would set up Buffalo versus Baltimore. And this is what I love about Lamar Jackson. And I meant to say this last week, but I just didn't get to it. His interviews over the past 2 weeks with these victories is kind of ho-hum, been there, done that.
Yeah.
Because
he wants something else.
Yeah, because everybody trying to problem. Oh my God, you just beat the 49ers at San Francisco. You're probably gonna win MVP. Whoop-de-woo. He's like, yeah, and done that before.
Yeah.
We trying to lock up number 1 seed. Oh my God, you beat the Dolphins. You're the number 1 seed. You're definitely gonna win MVP now. Yeah, and done that. Don't care. Want to be playing in February.
I ain't gonna say he don't care. He's
literally said, I don't care.
Well, he may have
What's
said
he playing in February?
he had a I think he has a we're not finished mentality.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And if Buffalo win next week, there's no way they can play the Chiefs next week because
You're right. Well, I will be rooting for Miami to win, sir. I want these scenarios to play out. I will be because if Miami loses, ooh, now think about it. Wait a minute. Because if Miami loses, let's say Miami loses and Cleveland wins, then you're talking about Miami falling to the 6th seed and having to go to Kansas City. Now, I don't know how realistic that's going to be because Cleveland plays Cincinnati next week. Cincinnati's been eliminated. Cleveland has a playoff spot. They can't win the division. Cleveland really doesn't have anything to play for outside of seeding. And they're not going to know because I guarantee Buffalo and Miami is going to be Sunday Night Football. So to me, it's more like, does Cleveland really give a fuck about this game?
So so how many yards did Tyreek Hill have this week?
He ain't gonna get to 2,000. He ain't even crack 100. I don't think.
Oh, okay. So we can roll that up and put that.
Yeah, we can roll. Unfortunately, yeah. That missed game really hurt. That missed game really hurt.
Okay.
But so now that I think about that, that makes things a little bit more interesting because again, yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for Miami, but let's just say Buffalo wins and Cleveland wins. Miami and Cleveland have the exact same record. And that would put that would put Miami at Arrowhead Stadium, which would be a more juicier story because of Tyreek Hill. And Buffalo would be stuck playing whoever the 7th seed is. And that could be either the Colts, the Texans, the Steelers, the Colts, Texans, the Steelers.
The Texans in the playoffs?
The Texans are currently the 8th seed. Indianapolis is the 7th. They play each other next week.
Oh, okay.
I only think the way the Steelers get in is if that game ends up being a tie. And the Steelers win their game, of course. But Miami, golly, did you get your? And then on top of that, you lost Xavier Howard and Bradley Chubb to injury. That hurts.
Yeah, it's all good.
I should call Sean right now and be like, nigga, I'm calling you out. Join.
Let him. No, don't do that because then he ain't gonna be on there tomorrow. He ain't gonna be on there Tuesday.
You know what? I had somebody just texting me talking about put the drink down. You don't know what's in this cup, Negro. You don't know what's in this cup.
But it is New Year's Eve. You never know what people got on. It's just funny it's when the team lose.
Bro, I know. I look. This is a female.
On here week after week.
This is a female. I already said that I've been drinking this New Year's Eve, so fuck it.
Oh no, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about far as like losing. I said I had to sit on here a week. Like 2 years ago, my team was winning. I was on here every week. A year ago, my team wasn't doing that good. I was on this every week.
You were.
You know what I'm saying? I just.
Yeah, we're gonna have a talk with Sean about that.
So you remember you remember that when you redo your will, Brandon. As far as who was there for you.
I will. I'm gonna have a talk because I did talk to Sean after the Eagles game. And we might as well get into that now. The Philadelphia Eagles got upset. What the fuck is going on with the Eagles?
Not one iota of attention to that game. I had one in the other. I had saw it in pass, and it said, yeah, they're trying to complete an upset. And then I looked and it said, oh my god! And I looked, and I think it was Fletcher Cox. He was just standing in the middle of the field, dumbfounded. I was like, God damn, they came back. I got to I need to. Told myself. I be telling myself I'm gonna at least watch the highlights. You know what I'm saying? The little YouTube janks because they'll bring you up to speed. But you know, if it's 16 games, if you ain't watch, you know what I'm saying? You trying to cram it in. That's what. That's some shit of time to do. But I wish I said all that to say I wanted to watch what really happened because they was cruising. I mean, I just didn't think they was going. I didn't think that I didn't give the Cardinals a chance. And God damn it, here we are.
Here we are. The Eagles were up 21-6 at halftime. Julio Jones had 2 touchdown catches.
Mm.
And I'm thinking all is well in Birdland. But then in the second half, I noticed something. The Eagles defense cannot stop Kyler Murray.
He was running like that.
It's not even, bro. I noticed this after the first drive of the second half. And then they scored a touchdown. Then it was 21-13.
Mm.
Jalen Hurts throws a deep ball to Devontae Smith, which he should have caught. He dropped, flat out dropped.
Mm.
Cardinals get the ball back. Then I'm on the phone with Aaron,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm watching the Cardinals drive. I said, yo, the Eagles better stop fucking around with the Cardinals. And Aaron was like, nah, they won't. Huh?
You was on the phone with me. What you say?
No, I was on. I told you what I had said to Aaron.
Oh, okay.
And Aaron said, nah, the Eagles going to win this game regardless. I said, I don't know, bro. Yeah. Right after I got off the phone with him, Cardinals tied the game.
Yeah.
Touchdown, 2-point conversion. And long story short, in the second half, the Arizona Cardinals scored touchdowns on every possession they had.
They figured something out. Is that what
you know, I've been saying battle tested with the Eagles all year. Yeah. There is no excuse for this.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say battle tested. I can just say bad defense.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
And as far as offense goes, why the Eagles stop running the ball is a mystery to me. Like, the Eagles only start consistently running the ball when they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because they know that's going to work. But if you know it's going to work, when you get a 2-possession lead and the ball, keep fucking running the ball.
I don't understand. I wish I was a Eagles fan in the sense to be able to watch enough of their games closely to see is he checking out of these runs for some reason?
I don't know. Honestly, I would sincerely doubt it, because Jalen Hurts doesn't come to me as with that type of an ego where, nope, you know what, my way works better than what you call it. He doesn't.
Tell you something. That nigga got a hoop earring. That nigga. Have you ever met a humble nigga with a hoop earring?
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Look at Jordan. Look at a bunch of niggas out there. Then they got a hoop.
Hey, shut up, bro.
I'm serious. He got an ego now.
I'm just saying, I believe Jalen Hurts is a win at all costs type of dude.
Mm. I got you. I can dig it.
That's what I mean.
I can dig it. But he might. I mean, I if you get that from him, that's cool. But a lot of stuff can be possible. It could be, I mean, it could be, hey, listen.
Bro, you make me sick sometimes, bro. What? You say you got a hoop earring.
I be trying to look at it from so many different, like, okay, you got this dude who I feel like was supposed to be a first round pick,
right?
All right, because in Alabama, and it's like, yeah, you see what we can do without you. So he gets another shot. He gets the shot to show what he can do
at Oklahoma,
right? You know what I'm saying? At Oklahoma. Then he gets there and he's the man. It's like, oh, he's because at first they never really gave him the props. And then last year he played spectacular, and then they didn't give him his props because they gave the MVP to somebody else. So now, you know what I'm saying, you might have a whole lot of stuff going on, like, I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be me that does this. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and you a coach like probably like that, like what's the name? The coach they got, he gonna have his quarterback back. So he's not gonna say, or it's not gonna never come out that he's checking out these runs. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's 30 for 30, 15 years from now. But it's got to be a reason why you average 4 or 5 yards a carry and just start bombing it. I can't think of. I've never played professional sports, but I can't think of the life of me why you would do that. It's like you don't have to get dirty to get clean. You can stay clean. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
So I don't know. It got to be. It's something. Because every time I see a game, Philly like Swift is just 4 yards, 5 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards. You know what I'm saying? You don't need but 3 of them for a first down, and then you do it all over again.
Exactly.
And before you know, bomb, 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 or bomb. Jalen Hurts scramble. Like, you do what works until they stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing about it. See, the passing game is different. Like, if you got to pass, like, the game, like, once they get tape on that, so this route combination, they do this. Running game is simple. I got 11 people out here. That one's getting the ball. It's no secret. It's not too much you can do outside, get another nigga out there and have 12 people out there. So, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you want nobody to figure it out. Once you start running the ball and getting 5 yards of carry, they pretty much know. Everybody in the building should know what's the fuck is going to happen. We're going to run the ball until they stop us from getting
Exactly.
You gonna have to show me.
That's what Shannon Sharp said on First Take. He said, "You better believe that in the back-to-back Super Bowl years, the Broncos had 2 run plays, either the running back sweep or the power I. You know what we're gonna do? Now stop it." It's that simple. Stop it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why. And Swift is. I mean, I don't know why. Like, I don't know what it is. I think it's. At first, I thought it was point shaving, but now I think it's something. I think they do be point shaving. Like when they check them, like they get that little what they call it. They get the what do you call it when somebody is like
the fucking over under and shit.
They check that and be like, okay, refs, we need y'all to call this a little tight. You know what I'm saying? Because penalties, a lot of those penalties, let's be honest, penalties happen on every play. So especially like not every penalty, but certain ones, like the common ones that they can just upholding. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Penalties, no matter what, they put pressure on the penalized. You play different after the next play. You know what I'm saying? So at one, so I think that's how they kind of toe the line a little bit. They kind of try to what you call it? Hedge your bets.
Yep. Hedge your bets.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Marianne, how you doing, love? Sean has not joined us yet. Don't know if he is. He's a little upset. Eagles lost. I don't know if he has anything to do because it's New Year's Eve. Not trying to give my homie a pass. If he got to be here to take the lumps too.
So we're gonna do a welfare check in the morning.
What did you say?
Tell her we're gonna do a welfare check on him in the morning.
We will do a welfare check. Not the welfare check that you're talking about. We'll do a wellness check.
Whatever they call it.
Yeah, a wellness check.
Wellness check. Oh, okay, I thought it was a welfare, like not welfare, like you know what I'm saying, like the government, but like your welfare and your welfare.
Yeah, a wellness, your well-being.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marianne, let me first off by saying Happy New Year, sweetie, and fuck the Cowboys. The referees gave you the game. Sorry, motherfuckers. Anyway, let's move on to the next game, shall we? And the next game will be, sorry, Calvin, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh yes, let's get it. I've been waiting on this.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had a chance to clinch their division against the New Orleans Saints. And
we did not do so.
You take it from here, bro.
We was down 17-0 at the half. We had penalties early on. We couldn't get the defense right. We had penalties early on offense. The New Orleans Saints just walked up and down the field. Fumble it like as soon as we try to get a drive going. White, which for some reason I don't know why, man. I just don't like this brother. Like I ain't talking about.
What do you have against him, man?
I don't know. He just seemed like he's not somebody I like. You know what I'm saying? Like he rubbed me the wrong way the first week when he came out and said, "Yeah, Baker's the man." Yeah, after halftime, he knew all their coverage. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you say anyway? He fumbling. Basically, we had 3 turnovers. And we don't deserve to win. You can't win like that. You cannot. Like we were going like once we for some whatever reason, every time we ran left, we would get 4 or 5 yards, and then we decided to go right, and then it didn't go that way. And then once we were down, we were down 17-0, 3 and out. We got the ball at halftime, 3 and out. We stopped them, 3 and out. Was driving, and Rashad White just coughed the ball up. Like I mean, how this cat works. He just coughed the ball up, and yeah, that was it. And then another drive, like towards the end of the game, we were driving and got into the red zone, and then Trey Palmer fumbled. So, you have 3 turnovers to their none. You deserve you're gonna lose that game. I don't know if I don't know what was going on. Well, we deserved to lose, and that's what happened. Now the final score is not reflective of the game because we should have been. It should have been a lot more to a lot less.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, as far as that games go, boy, did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lay an egg. They definitely laid an egg. Marianne, I will get to the rib comment in a second. Good Lord. This is going to be totally breach of subject. But anyway, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers laid an egg. They had a chance to clinch the division, lock the division up, and head into the playoffs. But here's the bright side of this. This is why the New Orleans Saints piss me off. Because I called the Saints to win this division at the beginning of the season. And playing the way they did today was how I expected them to play the majority of the season. So don't give me you can't do it. You just haven't done it. I understand division games, blah, 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 blah. Now, there is still a chance that the Saints could get in as a wild card, especially with the Seahawks losing. Matter of fact, they might be in they might very well be in the last wild card spot right now. But Tampa dropped the ball. But here's let's see, this is what Calvin is not thinking about right now. Oh, even though Tampa Bay missed out the chance to clinch the division, they still have everything in their own. They can still control their own destiny. All that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have to do is win their last game of the season, and they get in the playoffs. Who do they play the last week of the regular season? The team with the worst record in football, the Carolina Panthers. You go to Carolina, you handle your business, you're in the playoffs, and you're going to face Philadelphia Eagles. Unless the Cowboys wet the bed. That's all I'm going to say. The Bucs look bad for the first 3 quarters of the game. They did. The Bucs look terrible. They look horrible. But maybe the Bucs didn't give it their all because they came into this game knowing, hey, we don't have to go balls to the wall because we can still win the division by just winning our last game. Who knows? Who knows? So, Calvin, don't Don't go into DEFCON 5.
I'm not. I'm all right. We deserve. I mean, you can't play like that and win a game. You damn sure. I mean, if you're gonna play like that, why even go to the playoff? So that's what it is. I mean, you can't play like that, do I? I'm not losing faith in them team, but I definitely believe you can't play like that and have any success.
No, I don't disagree with you, but I mean, again, you still have control of your own destiny. You have control of your own destiny, and the New Orleans Saints right now are not. They are in the 8th spot. They would need to win and have Seattle lose.
Mm-hmm. Falcons probably beat that ass though,
and could be. I mean, and that's the last wild card spot because the Rams clinched today with the Seahawks losing.
Ain't that a bitch? What's the Rams record?
9-7.
Ain't that something?
The team that I believe nobody wants to play in the playoffs. Them and Cleveland. You got one from each conference.
Mm-hmm.
Rams and the Browns. Nobody wants to play them. Nobody.
Shit.
But let me get to this rib comment, Calvin, and you can comment on this if you want to, because remember, I don't know, see, I think you had gotten off on Tuesday. I had made a comment, and you know, some listeners, we have a couple of loyal listeners. Rob Redford, Rob Chandler, Marianne, loyal listeners. Love them. And I was saying to Sean and Aaron that I wanted to get off that, you know, at the end of last show. I said, they said they were hungry. I said, yeah, I'm hungry too. I said, you know, I made ribs the night before. I made ribs on Christmas.
Uh-huh.
I said, so I got some ribs left over. And Marianne was like, oh, I want some ribs. And I was like, oh, I could say something real appropriate in regards to ribs. And I said, but I'm going to save it for the Friday show. Unfortunately, I did not mention this on the Friday show, but Marianne reminded me that I did not mention this on the Friday show. She said, what about your rib comment? I said, oh, shit. I said, okay. So, and you know, it's just me being me. You know, she said she wanted to try some of my ribs, but what if I tried some of your ribs? What if I got in some of your rib? Ooh, Lord have mercy. Never mind. Hey, Calvin, guess who's about to join us? No, don't block your face out.
I don't get it.
Yes.
Don't block your face out. Put your face up there.
I don't get. Who is that? Hey.
Oh shit. Business is just picked up.
I did. I picked up. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, boo.
I can barely hear you. But I didn't drop in there to say hey.
We can hear Mary.
We can hear Mary in the background.
Wait, what happened?
I said we can hear Mary J in the background.
Wait a minute.
We can hear Mary J motherfucking
Blige
in the background.
You thought you said something crazy. What you thought he
said?
Hey, Alicia is the first. This is my bestie right here. Alicia is the first bestie female. Alicia is the first female to ever join Sports Plus Life live. How you doing, sugar?
The first person to do that.
You're the first female to be on the live podcast with us. Where are you?
I'm at Crafty Crab right now.
Yeah, where?
Crafty Crab.
Crafty Crab. Oh, pull it up. I got some too, nigga.
I know you got some.
So, Calvin.
Nope.
How you doing, bro? Hey, this is special. On screen with me, I have my daughter London's godmother, who you can see, and
don't mind the hair.
You can see London's godmother and London's godfather, who never like to be on camera, but they're here.
Where's he at?
I know we met beautiful gods.
Oh, you breaking up, homie? Don't break up now.
No, I said we make some beautiful godchildren, don't we?
Oh, I just got the. We definitely do.
But somehow London came from my state. Anyway. What's up,
Cheers.
homie?
Happy New Year. Cheers and all that.
Happy New Year's, cheers, and
To
all
you.
that. Well, we done got.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Alicia, let you know. Go straight home. You go to jail tonight. You're gonna be Tuesday.
I know I have it. Wait, what happened to you guys?
I said go straight home. If you go to jail tonight, you're gonna be there till Tuesday.
Oh, I'm not going there tonight.
Are you driving?
Oh,
Yeah, be careful.
always.
Not according to what that cup say.
The cup ain't saying nothing. I know it. Yep.
The cup say I like to party.
The cup definitely say you like to party.
You know me,
But,
baby.
I know.
If anybody responsible, if there's ever a responsible person, it's you.
All right, Alicia.
Absolutely.
Now, Alicia, since you've graced us with your presence, I have to totally get off football right now. I have to totally get off football. You are changing the post-game show right now because I got to get off football.
We gotta have this conversation right now, though.
No, you don't even know what I'm going to ask.
Okay, what you gonna ask real quick?
Why these women out here ain't shit?
Oh, you gotta ask them.
What?
I don't know. You have to ask the women that answer. Okay, I don't know.
I'm not talking to you.
I know. That's why I said you got to ask them. I don't know.
You see, y'all, I can say this to her. I can say this. I can actually be more vulgar with her. Oh, look, Calvin left. It's just me and you, boo. Huh?
I said, I have to go.
No, I'll be damned. No, you don't. No, I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you. You said, now, where are you at again?
Crafty crab. It's on that one.
Okay, you up in the spot. Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. Because I thought for a second you was at the Tasty Crab. That's right around the corner from me.
Oh, no.
I was about to be like, Negro, you got to come through and say what's up. Oh my goodness, Steve. Calvin done left. You about to go. You about to leave me on this post-game show all by my damn self.
Mm-hmm.
Who you there with? Tell everybody I said Happy New Year. Huh?
A tequila sunrise. A tequila sunrise. A tequila sunrise. A tequila sunrise.
Up tequila sunrise.
Just $3. Just $3. It's good.
A tequila sunrise is saying Happy New Year. Oh, they come. Yo, what up? I thought you was out, homie.
All right. I tried to start my router, but it just kept going out, man.
I got you.
The crazy is like when you got the cheap shit, everything works. As soon as you upgrade, you get all these goddamn problems.
That's how I be.
You got y'all on Facebook and stuff looking
Oh, you on Facebook, nigga? Yeah, you on Facebook right now.
I'm gonna talk to you later.
You on Facebook? You on YouTube? You on Twitch? You on a bunch of stuff.
I'm gonna talk to you later.
Yeah. Hit me up.
Love
you. Love you.
I love you. I'm gonna get you.
What?
I'm gonna get you.
Why are you gonna get me?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you.
Love you.
All right. Bye, y'all.
All right.
Bye.
Hey. I will.
Call me when you get. Text me when you get in the house. Just want to make sure you're safe. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Me too.
All right.
I want to make sure you safe. Be safe. I ain't think. Right. Have a good holiday.
You too, Calvin. Bye.
Oh man, that was fun.
Yeah, man. She must really like her Mary J.
She must really like her Mary J. But see, you know what? You know what? Alicia came and joined us right after I made that rib comment. So, yeah, I said what I said about the ribs.
Yeah, I was having technical issues, man. So what about who made the ribs? What kind of ribs? I didn't hear nothing.
I made the ribs on Christmas.
Okay.
And Calvin, you know I can cook.
Okay. Yeah.
You know I cook my ass off.
So somebody said the ribs weren't good. What do we?
No. My homegirl, one of my homegirls who I grew up with, she comments all the time on
who is it?
Facebook. If you look at the Facebook comments, it says Mary Cortinez.
Oh. All right. Okay.
Now she is.
I should have asked if I known them. I didn't want to put her.
No, you don't know her. She's in Texas.
Gotcha.
She's in Texas. And she said, she said she wanted some ribs. And you know, look, me thinking how I think.
She in Texas, she can get some ribs.
Oh, she can. Or she can come to Virginia and let me get some ribs.
Okay.
That was the rib comment. I'm just joking. I'm just playing.
Sorry, I won't. I was trying to play catch up. I should just let it flow. That's my fault, man. I didn't know what was going on.
I'm just joking. I'm just playing.
That's my fault.
That's just me being. Look. I make comments like that. I'm just joking. Unless you no, See, Marianne is in Texas, and I'm like, good. You can tell all of your Cowboy fans that I said, fuck y'all.
Hey, listen. Hold on, Brandon. I'm gonna try to reconnect this junk so it might if 15 seconds. Hold on.
No problem.
Let's see. Let's see.
No problem. What the hell game did we leave off on? Oh, we left off on Tampa Bay versus New Orleans. Damn, see, we got to refocus.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you try to do the right thing and get the upgrade and do all. You know, when I had the illegal shit and the bootleg shit, my shit ain't never go out.
Ain't that some shit?
You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn.
That means whoever's internet shit that you was boosting on,
man,
them motherfucking shits was legit.
Upstanding citizen of the community, and my shit won't work.
But anyway, let's go to the late games. Oh, sorry, one more early game. The San Francisco 49ers defeated the Washington Commanders 27-10. And with the 49ers win and the Eagles loss, the 49ers clinched the number 1 overall seed in the NFC. What's your takeaway from the 49ers versus the DC Dick Itch?
I know we don't have some people hold the line and say Purdy is trash, but we all knew they was gonna win. So I mean, I don't have nothing. I mean, it's the Commanders. I be forgetting they even play. Like I know they and it's so bad because Commanders just don't register to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I will always remember, and yeah, you can edit this out.
I'm not editing shit. You mean talking about the Redskins?
Right. I can't because I don't check for the Commanders.
Right.
It don't register. I don't even know. That was the Redskins. Like, and if that shit was offensive to some people, I'm big on you can't tell people how to feel about their shit. So that's cool. Yeah, but it's gonna be a minute before the Commanders register. They're gonna have to get Tom Brady or something to realize.
I mean, you can't deprogram what everybody has been, what the team name was for 80 fucking years.
Yeah. You know? I didn't even know that. But see, I don't have to you don't have to understand something to respect it. And
absolutely.
I didn't know that was a derogatory term. So Redskin is Redskin is probably like blue gum.
I mean, you know, they could be. I mean, I guess it doesn't resonate. It doesn't resonate with us because it's not a slur towards our people. I mean, if they were the Washington Jigaboos,
or
you
the
know,
or the Maryland Blue Gums,
or the Nevada niggas,
uh-huh,
you know,
or the San Diego Spear Chuckers, or the Chesterfield Zebra Chasers,
not the Chesterfield, or the Chesterfield Chicken Cookers. I mean, yeah, but I mean, you know, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Look, I gave them an alternate name. When they would call themselves the Washington football team, they were playing like trash, so I called them the DC Dickage.
Man, that was a weird. I feel bad for the fan. That was a weird time because they didn't have no fucking name and people.
Bruh, they made the playoffs without having a name.
I know, but they like just because, and I know I am talking about them people. The Dallas fans of my job, man, they would circle this one lady with all these like.
Hello?
Dallas pants, shirts. Some niggas even had shoulder pads on. And they would circle this lady like, y'all don't even got no team. Y'all ain't got no name. And she was like, it was almost like, what's that movie? When the kids was picking on, he's like, shut up, punk. These my mama ain't, or some shit. It was crazy. I was like, damn, I feel bad for them people, man. Snyder has really fucked these. He's really fucked these people. Cause, but you are just, and you know how toxic that division fan base is, and they all they was already like the runt of the litter, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Because they hadn't won, because everybody has won. They're, believe it or not, their Super Bowls are older than all of them. You know what I'm saying?
True.
That is true. Already runt of the litter, so you know, and then
I can't call them the runt of the litter because they have the third most titles in that division. But I get what you're saying.
Oh yeah, because the Philly don't have a.
Philly has one.
How many? Well, they've been to four. They've been to four and only won one.
No, Philly's been to three. No, you're right. No, you know what? Chiefs, Patriots. No, they've been to three. They've been to three and only won one.
They have lost to the Raiders. They have lost to the Patriots. They beat.
No, you're right. They've been to four and they won one. You're right.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. But
anyway. They lost to I forget who the fuck they lost to in the 70s. But then they went to the Patriots with McNabb. They lost.
I just told you, the Raiders.
Oh, the Raiders, right? Okay, yeah.
They lost to the Raiders. They lost to Tom. Why is he eight? Okay, we gonna have to say that for the podcast, another podcast. But let's get through these games. I'm gonna have to go in a minute.
Okay. All right. Jacksonville beats Carolina 26-0. Jacksonville maintains their first place lead, even though the Texans and the Colts did win. Mm-hmm. For Jacksonville, it's simple: win your last game, you're in. Excuse me. Trevor Lawrence did not play. CJ Beathard started. What's your thoughts on that game?
What was the score?
26-0.
None need to be said.
And this is the team that Tampa Bay has to play to get in the playoffs. Carolina, a team that just played Jacksonville,
okay.
Backup quarterback.
Hey, don't jinx us. Okay, chill out.
Okay. The Houston Texans beat the Tennessee Titans 26-3. CJ Stroud came back after missing 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
He threw for 213 yards. Houston has a chance to make the playoffs. Really, it's quite cut and dry and simple for Houston. You win, you're in. They play the Colts. What's your take on that game?
I'm glad the young brother is healthy and he was able to come back. I mean, they did what we thought they was going to do. Tennessee has a lot of questions. I wonder if Mike Vrabel's job is going to be.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to have to answer the questions that Mike Tomlin has to answer.
You know that's not going to happen. Even though Tomlin's won a Super Bowl, you know that's not going to happen.
That team was once loaded and promising. You know what I'm saying?
They were. I think if Will Levis doesn't work out, I think then, within the next 1 or 2 years, if Levis doesn't show any growth and maturation, I think then he may have some questions to ask. But other than that, no. And we were all on D'Amico for Coach of the Year, which I still think is a legitimate claim, but I think that goes to Stefanski now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I think that goes to Stefanski.
You have all your pieces. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You have all your pieces. Even though you didn't have them the whole time, they're coming back and you still didn't miss a beat. One of your major pieces or projected major pieces was wiped off the board entirely, and you still rocking like cutoff stock. So, yep, him or Harbaugh. I mean, you didn't think they was going. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, it's probably going to go to
They're not going to give it to Harbaugh because Harbaugh had Lamar Jackson the whole time. Stefanski is on his fourth quarterback, and the most successful quarterback has been the one that came off the couch.
Yeah. That must have been it. Joe Flacco said, "Fuck it, I'll do it."
Pretty much.
I wonder how many teams approached him. Like, no. They were like, "Hey, you want to come play the Ravens twice?" Fuck yeah.
And he came there after they had played the Ravens both times. So, next game. Let's go to the late games. Speaking of Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin clinches another winning season. So
get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm talking about.
Another winning season. Beating the Seattle Seahawks 30-23. The Steelers are now 9-7, guaranteeing that Mike Tomlin will have another winning season. What can you say?
I ain't got to say shit. Do you understand? I don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? He did his like stuff cannot listen. No, I wish he would coach our team. You know what I'm saying? But I wish him listen. That man coach his ass off. You have offensive coach, you have defensive coaches, but then you have some of the people. You have some with some real ones. His defense may be his specialty, but he's a people. He's a different type of coach.
He's a player's coach.
He's a different type of because he started his background is defense, secondary. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. He was your secondary coach.
Our secondary coach, but then when he went to think about it, when he went to Minnesota, they ran a 4-3. I'm thinking, let me see. They ran, was it a 4-3? Well, of course it was 4-3. I'm trying to remember if it was a cover 2 or cover. Anyway, it was a 4-3. He gets to Pittsburgh. Most people, when you come in and you're a defensive player, it's your shit. He was smart enough to realize that, and we're not even talking about the game. I'm just talking about Mike Tomlin, but. He didn't try to implement none of that. Dick LeBeau was still there, and there's been 3, and he kept the 3-4, the 3-down lineman, that cloud 3-4, and it's been like that ever since. Like you got some people can just coach, man. Some people can just talk to you and make you want to go run through a nigga chest. You know what I'm saying? And he deserved his flowers, and I'm gonna give him his flowers every time we talk about him. Y'all gonna be sick about hearing. You better be glad he don't coach. You better be glad he don't coach my team.
Well, I mean, look, that's an accomplishment. I mean, 17 straight seasons, never a losing season, and they continue to talk about this man's job security. That's the most disrespectful thing to me. They talk about his job security like he's a coach who's had multiple losing seasons. Belichick is about to be on his second straight and third out of 4-year losing seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk about Mike Tomlin with job security. How?
Yeah, he lose. Tomlin, he lose a Hall of Fame quarterback. Look how he fared compared to what Belichick did. And I'm not taking away from Belichick. I still think he's a hell of
No, you're absolutely right. But I mean, if it's one thing that I put on Tomlin and Belichick is they did not properly prepare for life after their Hall of Fame quarterback. Well, I will say that Belichick actually probably prepared more because Mac Jones was a first-round pick.
But the only teams I ever seen do that correctly is the 49ers and the Packers. Who else?
You can honestly, and I'm gonna get technical with you. The 49ers and the Packers didn't totally because, the Packers, yes. 49ers, no. Because Steve Young wasn't drafted by the 49ers. He wasn't drafted.
But he was acquired.
He was acquired. I was talking about strictly draft capital. I get what you're saying.
Drafting. Okay, no. I mean, shit. Sometimes it don't. Sometimes no.
Absolutely. I mean, look, my Broncos haven't drafted a right quarterback since Elway. So,
okay then.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Okay then. So now all those quarterbacks since Elway, wouldn't you have rather them after it's all been said and done? Can't you look back and say, okay, we might should have acquired somebody?
Well, we did. Peyton Manning. We won a Super Bowl.
That was a decade later, Brandon. What are you talking? We
doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter thow. All right. Let me. Okay, since
I'm talking about Brett Favre leave, Aaron Rodgers is there.
Oh yeah, obvious. Well, we thought we did. We thought we did with Brian Greasy, but that turned out not to be the case.
Okay, then. So you didn't properly prepare.
No, we didn't.
Okay, then.
We didn't.
Those two teams. Those are the only teams I can remember that ever did that.
Correct. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Okay. I don't. No. Speaking of my Denver Broncos, we won. We beat the Los Angeles Chargers. Yay! On a week where Sean Payton benched future Hall of Fame quarterback Russell Wilson, and what he said was a football move. I say to that, bullshit.
Well, technically they're all football moves, but you just justified some dumb shit, some vindictive type shit.
He benched Russell Wilson for Jarrett Stidham, who gave us a grand total of 16 points.
What we looking at in Denver is the dark forces at work. You know what I'm saying? We looking at the ugly side of the game in its full form. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you talk about we put the best players on the field to give us the best chance to win. Then when it comes down to the money and it comes down to your side agendas, it's it's a football move.
I mean, Russell Wilson signs this mega deal with the Broncos September of last year. And then they come to him after we beat the Chiefs, asking him to restructure the language. Now, if you want to sit here and say, well, hey, we want him to restructure his language because the play hasn't matched the money, okay, fine. Fine. But to say it was a football move to go to Jarrett Stidham, and Jarrett Stidham gives us one touchdown, I don't want to hear that shit. Against a team where Russell Wilson threw up more points against just 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
I mean,
the season had changed or turned around drastically.
Drastically.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, did we wet the bed the last 2 weeks? Yeah. We shouldn't have lost to the Patriots. We don't lose that game to the Patriots, we have a huge chance to get in, even with a chance of division title. Our only chance coming into today was after all the 1 o'clock games, we needed Pittsburgh to lose. We actually needed Cincinnati to lose to Kansas City. Well, actually, no. We needed Pittsburgh to lose. We needed the Texans and the Colts to lose. None of that happened. Our only hope was Kansas City losing to Cincinnati, which transitioned the next game. Did not happen. The Bengals were up early. The Chiefs rallied late. They win 25-17. They win the AFC West, eliminating the Denver Broncos. Congratulations, Sean Payton. You sat Russell Wilson for what? To make sure he doesn't get hurt so the team doesn't owe him $39 million? And he got $37 million coming to him anyway. Don't sit here and say it's a football decision when it's a financial decision. I'd have had more respect for it if you just said it's a financial decision. We're probably not going to make the playoffs. The only reason why Russell Wilson was in uniform today is because there was still a chance that the Broncos made the playoffs.
And you know what's interesting about that too? Because as a coach, I would think the money is not your
concern.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you got general manager for. So that call came elsewhere. You know.
It came from upper management.
Yeah. So I know Sean Payton is the one that came out and said, but that and I wanted Russell Wilson because they have had a
I mean Sean Payton didn't sign Russell. He inherited Russell Wilson.
So you know what I'm saying, it's a level of compliance with that, but it ain't like that was his decision to make. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I mean, I'll sit here and tell you straight up, I do not like the way that this situation was handled in regards to Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Do I think that his play matched the contract that he signed? No, I don't. But our season drastically turned around, and he was the guy at the quarterback position the entire time. So that has to count for something.
Yeah.
That has to count for something.
Yeah.
And if you're just gonna come to him a year later saying restructure your contract, then why the fuck do you sign into that mega deal in the first place?
Well, there's two different places in time because we can say that now, all things being what they are and what happened. But at the time, y'all was like, when you first got it, we were like, oh yeah, we about to do the whole time.
Yeah, we just said we thought we was a piece away.
We're gonna do the whole Matthew Stafford thing, and that ain't work out.
Well, because we had the wrong coach. We had the wrong fucking coach. Now, look, if we beat the Raiders on Sunday, we have the Detroit Lions syndrome. We started off horrible. We ended off the season with a winning record. Will that carry on to next season? I'm not as optimistic because last year Detroit knew who their quarterback was going to be in the season coming up. We don't know that.
Do y'all have a first round pick?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't think so because we had a first round pick last year based on the Bradley Chubb trade. I don't think we have a first round pick this year.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, oh man, oh man. That's tough.
And that's one of the only reasons why Patrick Surtain's name came up in trade discussions to possibly get a first round pick. But then we started winning games.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to see how that play out.
I mean, we're eliminated now. So I now have no interest in next week's game against the Raiders. I mean, so what? I really don't. The only games that I have interest in for next week, and by the way, the Packers are beating the Vikings right now, 10-0. 10-0. If the Vikings lose that game, I would fall back into second place. Lex would have a 1-game lead on me.
Okay. Sorry for that. How many more? All right, let's go. Let's get the rest of these out, brother.
That was the last game, bro.
Okay. All right. Well, I enjoyed the time we spent together today, brother.
Hey, shut the fuck up, bro. Hey, you stupid, bro. Hey, you dumb as shit, man. I enjoyed the time too, sir.
Right.
I wish we had been joined by another one of our brothers.
It's okay. Or
That's right, because we're gonna talk to him about this on Tuesday.
He probably he gonna have something to say.
Huh?
He gonna have something to say. He gonna be talking to $1 million an hour.
Because I'm gonna tell him, bro. When you lose, you gotta face it.
I didn't. I had to take Cooper to the vet, and Cooper needed his. I hear him now.
It's New Year's Eve on a Sunday. What? Only a vet? Okay, well, emergency vet, I guess.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get it.
It's all good. It's all in good fun.
It's all in good fun.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but my team just got eliminated from the playoffs, and I'm here. I got to deal with it.
Why you don't have Marcus on here?
I be asking Marcus, yo. Marcus be saying he be too busy. I be wanting to have Marcus on here. I'm going to get his ass on here one day. But see, Marcus get mad at me when I attack them Cowboys, man.
Other side.
What?
I said it'd be good to hear from the other side of the tracks.
Mark, and I be having Tony on here. I sent Tony a link too.
Yeah, well, it's all good. It's all good. When you sign your Pat McAfee deal, remember who was here with you every time.
Oh, hey, look, if I get a Pat McAfee deal, I don't know if I'll accept it. I have to make sure ain't nobody gonna try to do me in the butt.
Nobody trying to fuck y'all, man. Just calm down. That shit.
That's all I'm saying. Look, if they want to offer me the Pat McAfee deal, that's cool. But I'm not moving unless it's to Bristol, Connecticut. I'll move to Bristol, Connecticut.
So if ESPN signed you, called you right now, and said we want to buy this from you or whatever it is, you're not gonna move?
I said I would move to Bristol, Connecticut. I'm not moving to California. Fuck no.
Or if they want you to move to New Jersey, you ain't gonna move to New Jersey?
Yeah, I will move to Jersey. Sure, absolutely. I will move to Georgia. I will move to New Jersey. Yeah, absolutely. We'll get there, bro. We will. Oh, we'll get there. I know who my day ones are. Definitely. I mean, look. This podcast been going for 5 years.
What?
And, yeah, bro. I started this podcast Thanksgiving Day 2018. All audio. The first 5 years, all audio.
I didn't know that. When did I start being on?
You started being on the podcast, I want to say 2019. Yeah, 2019. Because I hit you up. Remember, right after Brady's last game in New England.
That was in 2020.
Technically. Like early 2020. It was a 2019 season.
But when you say 18, you talking about the NFL year.
Oh, it was that 20. It was 2018, the NFL year. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So yeah. I mean, I've been doing the show for 5 years, over 5 years now, and it's just ironic that the week of Thanksgiving of this year, 2023, was the last time I did a full audio podcast. Because Black Friday, Aaron had came over here and showed me what to do, the StreamYard and this, that, and the third, what to do to make it live. So I said, okay, I would prefer to do it this way anyway. I always wanted to do it this way.
Oh, that was nice of him.
I always wanted to do it this way. And now we're doing it this way. I still do audio for the Sports Plus Life new YouTube page, which I would like people to actually subscribe to. So I can move this show onto that in particular, because look, bottom line is I would like to get paid for this shit, but YouTube, with the page that I do it on now, YouTube has my Brave on Towns page suspended from making money. So I can't make money on that. Now I can make money off of Facebook. You know,
you can't make another YouTube page.
I did make another YouTube page, and that's just a Sports Plus Life page. But in order to go live, if I'm not mistaken, I have to have at least 1,000 subscribers to that page. I don't have it. I'm nowhere close.
I got you. Well, God damn it, let's get it.
Let's get it. I mean, because trust me, I would love to get paid. I mean, because I would love. I mean, I started this podcast just to do it for fun, because so many people kept telling me, hey, you talk about sports all the time, and then you talk about music and this, that, and the third. You should do a podcast. I said, okay. And like people was telling me that since like 2016. And then finally in 2018, I said, fuck it. Okay, let's do it. And I said, I'll do it. And to me, it was just a way to kind of vent. And it was fun. It was just fun to me. I could be myself, and then of course I had total editorial control, which I still do now. But I'm more or less, organic when it comes to what am I editing shit out for? Say how the fuck you feel. So I did that, and my subscribers over the past 5 years, obviously I've gotten enough subscribers on this on this YouTube page to be able to go live. Now I didn't know about StreamYard, because I can go live on StreamYard and it don't have to have anything to do with YouTube. I can just go live on Facebook or Twitch or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think that we're good enough, we're entertaining enough to be monetized. But this is why I tell you guys, when we get done with the show, go on Facebook and share the video. I tell you, or Sean, Aaron, Keith, go share the video. Marianne, Rob Redford, Rob Chandler, anybody who's listening, share the page. Because we ain't doing nothing but talking shit. And we're unfiltered. That's what I love most about it. We unfiltered. I would love to have a female on here At least, every now and then, maybe weekly. Doesn't have to be on the post-game show or on Tuesdays. I would love to have a female on here on Fridays to where we could, because every show needs a female's point of view. Because when I talk my relationship shit, I tell them my PTSD is real, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about females with me, I play the Chris Brown song. These hoes ain't loyal. But it doesn't mean that I don't have love in my heart to give, because I have a lot of it to give. But you know this, bro. My last couple of relationships,
Well,
yikes.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's because I'm ugly. These chicks already think I'm ugly.
Not ugly, bro.
You think I'm ugly, man.
Okay, then. Well, you're ugly. Try to
Hey, man. Hey, you a funny ass dude, bro.
what? That's what I said.
You agreed with me, man. You agreed.
Who am I to tell you who you are? I said, hey, you my input?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness gracious. I don't know who's watching this outside of Marianne. I don't know. And I love you for it. But when I get off of here, I'm about to start frying some chicken, making some mussels, making some New Year's Eve food. I told my kids, I said, when I get done with my podcast, I'm going to start cooking and we going to party.
I can dig it.
That's my New Year's Eve, y'all. I'm partying with my kids. And you know what? I couldn't be more thankful.
I can dig it.
I couldn't be more thankful. Now, if anybody want to hit your boy up and, slide through, cool with me.
Right.
But I got my Roman, I got my London.
Okay.
Oh, you yawning and shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm about this. I have to go in a minute, brother.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
We over an hour and a half in, bro. I appreciate you.
No problem, man. Happy holidays, everybody. Y'all be safe. You go to jail tonight, you're going to be in there till Tuesday.
Tell him again.
You go to jail tonight, you're going to be in there till Tuesday.
Don't fuck up. It's sometimes if you're not driving, or even if you are driving and you out there and you getting a little messed up, call an Uber, call a Lyft. It's too many ways of transportation to get home where you don't have to get behind the wheel, because these police is out here. They are waiting to meet their quota. I am at my house.
That's God. Listen,
I am not going nowhere.
We have certain things in our life that change us forever. And I tell you, I got that DUI. Nigga, I told them, listen, if y'all want me to teach a class, this ruined, oh my God, that shit was so fucking, oh my God. Because see, in the state of Virginia, I didn't know this, because see, first, when you get a DUI, okay, everybody knows insurance, you know what I'm saying? And that's gonna fuck you. Then you have to pay for the ASAP classes.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to pay for, if you have to get it, the little thing on your car, which you have to pay them to put it on, pay them to monitor it, then pay them to take it off. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, because fuck y'all, I had to get one. I told them once I was getting ready, when it was time to take it off, I said, listen, can I have it? They said, what you gonna do with it? I said, I'm gonna break it. I want to take it to work. I want to put it in the vice grip. I'm gonna bust it in a couple of pieces. Fire. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is so sensitive. If you do your windshield wiper fluid, it can set it off. And anytime something sets it off, you have to go up there and get them to. And then in the state of,
do what?
You got to get them to check it out to see
Okay.
what, because it's a camera or whatever. And so then, you know what I'm saying, after that embarrassing shit, what you don't know, if you're in Virginia, that any locality that you get that offense in, whether it be Chesterfield, Richmond, whatever, they can sue you in civil court.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I was ready to teach a seminar.
I was ready. We was gonna take this show on the road. I was gonna let y'all know what it this jank. So ever since that, I take my ass home. I don't know if it got, you know what I'm saying, like if it got something to do with the age or whatever, you call it what you want, nigga. But I'm going home. Even when it comes to the family things, the family hours and stuff. You want something to drink? No. You leaving so early because I want to drink too. You know what I'm saying? On home.
Right.
So
I tell you, man, when you would come to my crib and I knew what time it was, bro, I would have a blanket and a pillow ready for your ass.
Oh yeah, and that's because that fucking sofa was so comfortable. Because trust believe it, them days, nigga, give me the wheel, and that's no way to be.
No, it's not.
That's no way to be. But I was, you feel this at that age. You feel, you know what I'm saying?
In your 20s,
Don't nothing stop you. You know what I'm saying? But that sofa was so fucking comfortable. Like, oh my god, that joint you just sit on that joint and it was a wrap. I don't care what you was doing. So I'd be like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Sit on that joint, like, I might.
The next thing you know, your eyes is open and you got a blanket over your ass.
Kick it for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is. Well, long story short, y'all be safe out there. And you too, man.
I ain't going nowhere, bro.
Oh, well.
I'm about to start cooking.
Be safe. I said
I will be safe, sir.
You can't be safe at home.
Yes, you can. I will be safe at home. Absolutely.
Yeah. Man, see where we at now? They can't wish you to be safe. Fuck that. Hey, nigga, it's dangerous over here. No, man.
Hey, tell your Twitch boys to holler at your boy, man.
Yeah, man, I got you. I'm about to do that right. I forgot about it. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna be your first follower.
Yeah, we all on Twitch now.
I got you, man. I got you.
Don't fall asleep before the ball drop, you yawning ass nigga.
Yeah, and the way fuck that ball. And the way this work too. This everybody I follow, y'all follow. You know what I'm saying? I get you to follow. You gotta follow them back now. And when you follow, watch them 2 tough games.
I promote the shit.
Okay.
I promote it.
Okay. All right.
Ain't no promotion like free promotion. I promoted 2 tough every show since me, you, and Cash struck that deal.
I didn't strike no deal, but
you
I tried to help 2 brothers. I tried to put 2 brothers with a plan together. I really understand the shit y'all doing.
You coordinated that deal, bro, which I'm happy.
Okay, well, we're gonna do it like this. I'm gonna put it in Discord. I'm gonna check with him. Put in Discord. You know what I'm saying? And everybody who, I tell you what, we're gonna do it like that too. But when I follow you, the niggas that I follow, you follow them, and then that's gonna make them follow you back.
Got you.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
Have your people call my people.
No question.
All
right. Roman, London, come here. Oh my goodness, this has been fun. Definite fun. Not a fun day for me as far as football goes, with my team being eliminated. But hey, it's New Year's Eve. I'm about to start cooking. And I want you guys to see my kitties and tell them Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's Eve.
No. Tell them Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.
All right.
It's going to be 2024 when it's 12 o'clock.
It's going to be 2024 in an hour and a half. So from me and mine to you and yours, Happy New Year. Be safe. It's your boy, Brandon Bravon Town, Sports Plus Life. I'm out this beer. Peace, and I love you.
Bye.